Hi everybody, welcome back to another exciting game of Hempfield High School boys basketball tonight. Hempfield on the road taking on Elizabethtown. You may notice this is not Casey Kreider introducing it. I am Ben Marinas, taking Casey Kreider's normal spot tonight. My colleague tonight, he is one half of YouTube sensation, the Zach and Frank Show. He is not Zach, he is Frank Russo. Frank, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good tonight, Ben. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, Frank, our producer tonight. You know him, you love him, the hairy man with the golden voice, Casey Kreider. And it's going to be a good game tonight. The Hempfield Black Knights, they're playing for pride at this point, just about eliminated from the playoffs. They're just 4-7 in Section 1 play. Elizabethtown in Section 2, they are 8-3. This is a dangerous Elizabethtown team. Signature win this season came over McCaskey. This team can win, they can win big. So Frank, going to bring in for the first time here tonight. What are you expecting to see from both sides?
Well, I hope it's a close game, but I'm kind of worried that it might not be. I think it's going to be a pretty well-fought game, though I hope so. I hope Hempfield can stick with E-Town's kind of play.
Yes, with Hempfield, it has been a rough season to this point. They got bit by the injury bug early and often, had a couple key seniors go down. But tonight, for the first time in what seems like forever, the Hempfield Black Knights are at full strength. Alex Wilkinson's back, Connor Elslager's playing, Connor Axe is playing. So Hempfield's healthy. This is a team that could maybe do some damage tonight.
I sure hope so, Ben.
I hope so as well. As we get ready for the tip-off here.
We got Daniel Sears against number 25. I'll learn his name. I will. Is this their news? Oh, it's Eberly. We were talking about him.
There you go, Frank. Welcome to commentary.
There's
and Elslager. Yes,
I'm sorry, is that
the
you?
Axe to Hessinger. Over to Hilton. Connor Elslager. Hessinger to Hilton to Axe. Passing around well is Hempfield. And E-Town running a trap here, trying to put two men on the ball at all times. Elslager with jump shot from the elbow. Can't connect. E-Town brings down the rebound. That's number 20, Lucas Pearson.
I didn't catch that one, but I believe the ref.
Yep. Yeah, they tend to trust the ref when it goes against the other team. Axe inbounds to Hessinger. And Hempfield now, they know what they're up against E-Town. E-Town's coming out in a press, just a half-court press. Seen Hempfield have some struggles with full-court press. Connor Axe with the three. The White Mamba, Connor Axe. That, I believe, is number 50 on the season, or 41, pardon me, on the season for Axe. That's Pearson making it look easy down low. My goodness.
Oh, thread the needle much.
Oh. They're off the foot. Number 24, Alex O'Shea there couldn't quite handle the ball going down the court.
He seemed to get interrupted by Connor just running through there.
Yes. Yeah, that's good active defense. You don't always have to get a steal or a block. Sometimes just being in the general vicinity is enough to disrupt somebody. They're passing around well.
He's open.
That's a three. Ryan Hilton, number 30 on the season for Hilton.
That's 2 3-pointers, Ben.
Yes. Believe it or not, Hempfield actually leads Section 1 in made three-pointers.
It's a fun fact I didn't know.
Well, now you know, Frank. Elslager with the ball. Pass it to Hilton, to Axe, to Hessinger. Hempfield's offense, very passing-based, swinging around the horn until something gets open. And against a zone press defense like E-Town's, that should be an effective strategy. Hempfield just playing straight man right now.
Ooh. He got past his man there, but he missed the shot.
Fancy pass there. Number 24, Alex O'Shea, just couldn't quite finish there. That's a good look for E-Town. And Connor Elslager finishing strong at the basket. And Elslager, he's been struggling as of late. You know, he missed a lot of time with a pretty bad ankle sprain, and it always takes some time to regain his form. You're always wondering, is this going to be the night that Elslager gets it back?
Well, he's looking good to start out.
And what has been a theme of this season for Hempfield, Daniel Sears fouling down low. Seems like he's in foul trouble just about every game. And that's just his physical style down low. He is Hempfield's big body on offense and defense in the paint. It's really useful to have next to a guy like Elslager. Great shooter for a big man, but maybe not quite the interior presence you'd want out of a center. Over to Elslager, to Hessinger, to Axe, look for a shot there, got better, Hilton, Elslager. Elizabethtown brings it up the court. And it looks like that one went out off of a Hempfield player's foot or leg or something.
I think
Couldn't
it was
really
their
see
knee.
from this angle.
It looked like their knee. It was a very strange little ricochet.
Yeah, very odd bounce there. Elizabethtown now trying to create something. 2-point hole. And we are tied. Alex O'Shea, nice looking jump shot there from the elbow. Just come around the corner, a little bit of space, gets a shot off. That's just textbook right there.
Ben, do you think that the double team is going to stop us the whole night? Or what do you think?
Well, Hempfield's faced a lot of double teams this season. I remember specifically Lower Marion in the holiday tournament running a full court press. And Hempfield's scheme is, ideally, it's pretty well, it matches up very well with the press. It's very passing heavy, and that's how you beat a press. If you pass enough against a sort of zone press, eventually they'll be late on a rotation and you'll get an open shot.
There's a backcourt violation right there.
That's a sloppy play there.
Yeah, you gotta.
Can't have that for Hempfield.
Can't win games like that.
No, you cannot. And almost halfway through the first quarter, these games absolutely fly by at the high school level.
So to go back what you said that we were playing Lower Marion.
Yes.
Didn't somebody special go to Lower Marion?
Yes, our condolences go out to all those affected by the tragic helicopter crash just under a week ago. Thoughts and prayers with the families of the victims. Elizabethtown's offense so far, they've been looking pretty like a well-oiled machine. That's Elijah Eberly. Scouting report pretty simple for Eberly. He leads the team in points this season, averaging nearly 18 a game to this point.
This Connor Axe just drilled a three. It's almost like a shootout.
That's the White Mamba, Connor Axe. I like to joke, I don't think he's taken more than 3 2-point shots on the season. He is just a pure 3-point gunner. And he's pretty darn effective with it. Number 42 on the season for Axe.
Lefty's got to shoot.
Elslager can't connect. I was talking to Elslager earlier today, asked him what he's thinking to get out of his shooting funk. He just said, aim for the circle. Getting Sears with a push there. Sears just a little late reacting. Sears going to have to overcompensate a little bit. He's given up some size and strength down low. This E-Town team, they're big, they're strong. Their weightlifting program, they've been hitting hard this offseason. And in comes Pat Gilhole. You may recognize that name, Elizabethtown's star quarterback from football season.
He just lost his man there, and he was wide open for the layup.
Yep. Elizabethtown's offense so far, they have just looked dominant. Normally Hempfield, a very good defensive team. Not so far tonight. Getting out nice layup. That was a nice finish by Pat Gilhole there.
He stared right at Elslager, and then he took the pump fake and shot it.
Yep. Speaking of Elslager, again missing.
Unfinished
Elslager,
business.
what is that, 1 for 5 so far tonight? 1 for 6 maybe? He is getting off to a slow start. A lot of times, a guy like Elslager who you know can shoot just in a little bit of a funk, you want him to shoot out of it. But you really want to see him start making some of these shots. Goes into Axe.
triple team. You see that?
Yeah, they are playing an aggressive trap. They do not want Axe to get any shots off. He is dangerous. Sears loses it. Steal there, Lucas Pearson, I believe.
Connor missed the steal, and
Elijah Everly there on the finish. Hempfield just has no answer defensively. E-Town just getting to the basket at will so far. Elslager, another miss.
If Hempfield wants to win this game, I'm pretty sure Elslager is going to have to find his touch.
I got faith in Elslager. He's a heck of a
I also think they need to play some defense.
Hempfield just, you were worried coming into this that this one could get ugly. It's not looking great right now. At Hempfield, they're a three-point shooting team. They can close a gap in a hurry, especially if Elslager and Axe start to get hot. It looks like a reach-in foul on Elizabethtown called there. Hensinger for the inbound.
In the lineup for Hempfield, 34, Damian Edmund Green.
In comes number 34, Davon Edmund Green. Out goes Sears. Sears with 2 fouls already in the first quarter. Those accustomed to the NBA, 6 fouls. Fouling out in high school, that's only 5 personal fouls to foul out of the game. And Sears already with 2 of them. So a smart move to get him out of the game. And in comes Davon Edmund Green. Nice steal by Hilton. It's a wide open layup. That's exactly what Hempfield needed there. That's just a great play by Hilton. Elizabethtown got caught sleeping there a little bit.
That was a wide open man for a wide open three.
That was Brody Beach there, number 14, draining the 3 from the corner. 23 points in the first quarter for Elizabethtown. That is a big, big number for high school basketball. Oh, showing off the moves there.
Wow.
Nice finish by Hilton. What a play. Desperation deep will not go. In the first quarter, Elizabethtown with a commanding 23-13 lead. Frank, if you're Coach Walk here, what are you saying to your guys to try to get them back in this game?
I think you just tell them to keep doing what they're doing, and eventually the shots are going to fall down. Because I think they're the right idea on offense, and maybe get a little bit better on defense. But towards the end of the quarter, it seemed like they were picking up the defensive play.
Yeah, you're very right about that. On the offensive end, they've been taking good shots for the most part. They've had open looks. Just the shots haven't quite been falling. Connor Elslager just coming out a little bit cold, but he can get out of that slump at any moment. And if he catches fire, if Axe catches fire, then Hempfield can close this gap in a hurry.
You miss 100% of the shots, you don't take them.
Thank you, Frank, for that math lesson. And if you're Elizabethtown, do you change anything up, or do you just keep doing what you're doing here?
I mean, their defense, it seems to be working because it has Hempfield in distress. I personally am getting annoyed just watching it because of the trap. It's very effective. And their offense seems to be working. They always have an open man down on the court somehow. So I think Hempfield has to address that, and Elizabethtown probably can keep doing what they're doing. I mean, they're up by 8 for a reason.
Elizabethtown's been just dominating in transition. Just getting down the floor before Hempfield's defenders have a chance to get in front of them, and that just leads to easy baskets all the time. Now Elizabethtown will start the second quarter with the ball. Gilhole inbounds. So I believe that's number 25, Elijah Everly, bringing the ball across half court. In the game now for Hempfield is Sam Bennett, subbed in for Will Hessinger. Sam Bennett recently committed to Indiana University for soccer. That's Everly. Hard finish there. We saw Edmund Green going for his trademark big, powerful slots, just couldn't quite get his hands on it. And now the opportunity for a 3-point play for Everly.
The old-fashioned way.
Yep. Everly, not much of a 3-point shooter, only 2 made triples on the season. But hey, that's one way to get 3 points. Colton brings it up, passes to Bennett. Bennett to Axe. And that's stolen on the pass. Edmund Green hustling. Oh, what a block by Tavon Edmund Green.
Connor went for the save, but he had his foot stepped out on the baseline, so it's still Elizabethtown ball.
It's a great hustle play there by Axe. The foot got a little over that end line. Going to be out of bounds, but great hustle there by Edmund Green to get a piece of that ball. Elizabethtown just physically having their way with Hempfield down low. Just bigger and stronger.
That was like
frankly.
bully ball. He just took him right to the rim.
Yep, looking like our very own Lance Kim.
I really think that Hempfield needs to get both the Connors involved into their offensive play to get something started.
So obviously right now, you're not going to be scoring down low in this, and Elsling misses again. Edmund Green, nice rebound. Great fake. Absolutely broke Alex O'Shea's neck on that one. My goodness.
Bears foul charge to number 20, Luke Pearson. And the Black
Now
Knights
he has
prepare.
2 free
Edmund
throws.
Green is 0 for 8 from the line this season. It's been a theme for Hempfield. Poor free throw shooting, especially from the big guys down low. That's his first made free throw of the season.
And
He
it
is
was on the
1
bank.
for 9. It's Davon Edmund Green.
Called up the bank.
Yep, he's an old school big, not much of a shooter, but he is a freakishly good athlete down low. Well, one's a start. Splits his free throws. He is now shooting 10% on the year from the charity stripe.
That was some quick math, Ben.
I thank you, Frank.
There it is again. Man down, open in the paint. Hempfield has to fix that or they're going to be down big this whole game.
That was Gilhole again. Gilhole only averaging 6.9 points per game this season. But he's been scoring at will so far today. Hempfield passing around. Hilton with the 3 off the front rim. It's a little short on that one. Elizabethtown easily corrals the rebounds. It's number 12, Ryan Parisi, bringing it up. Passing around. Nice screen there by Everly, trying to free up Parisi. Nothing going there. Good defense by Hilton and Edmund Green to stay in front of that. Just as I say
He took him right to the basket.
Elijah Everly just cannot be stopped down low. How long before Hempfield has to start double teaming him? Because Sears couldn't stop him, Edmund Green couldn't stop him. Those are the 2 best down low defenders on the team. Another question, who else do you have to guard him?
I don't know, Ben. I sure can't guard him.
You are absolutely right, Frank. It's like a charge called there on Sam Bennett. And in comes Brandon Hagel. Connor Elslager will sub out. This is a very young lineup for Hempfield.
Young and kind of small.
Axe is the only senior out there right now. And yes, for this physically dominant Elizabethtown team, there is not a lot of beef out there for Hempfield. And again, Everly down low.
Everly's taking
goodness.
this team on single-handedly.
This looks like just Zion Williamson playing against high schoolers. My goodness.
It's a little far, but I'll take it.
A little exaggerated, but you know, he has just been otherworldly dominant tonight. Nice spin move by Hilton to free himself up. Tough finish, can't quite get it to go. Hagel corralling the rebound. And that's going to be a reach-in foul, number 20, Lucas Pearson.
Bears foul number 20, Luke Pearson. Elving Ryan Parisi.
Hugo is a much better free throw shooter than the other guy. I just screwed up. We're going to cut that, right?
I don't think we're cutting that one, Frank.
I
We're
messed
leaving
up
that
my
one in.
words.
It's all
Casey, I
good,
love
Frank.
you,
We've all
please.
messed up. We've all messed up, Frank. It's okay, so I respond. And in comes Sears for Edmund Green, trying to see if maybe he can stop Everly.
Off the front rim again.
Yep, just couldn't quite finish down low there. Elijah Everly just dominating on both ends of the floor. Along with Sears, nice pass there by Everly. Down to O'Shea, Parisi. Barely skirting disaster there. It was Elizabethtown. Looked like Wasn't ready for that pass there. Elizabethtown pass it around. Haven't quite gotten that open look yet. Hempfield, this is one of the best defensive possessions they've had in a long time in terms of staying with their man.
There's Eberly again.
And Sears gave him the back door there. Eberly took it, but looked like Eberly stepped out of bounds there. Good defense by Sears, forcing him out. Gave him just enough room to think he could make it, but not enough room to make it inbounds.
It's pretty close there.
Very close. Hilton with the ball to Hagel, to Axe. Notice Elizabethtown really shying away from that trap look they were running earlier. Axe for three, can't hit.
Axe has to get a shot going. We have no hope.
Yep. Some of these three-point shooters for Hempfield really need to heat up. I mean, this team is not a great offensive team. The defense has been their calling card. Thus far tonight, they've been playing defense like a wet napkin.
That was a very aggressive closeout by Hilton there. He ran up and kind of pushed the guy. I think he got away with one there, Ben.
Yep. It's amazing. In high school, when you're down, you can get away with a little bit. Now, Frank, if you're Coach Wall, what are you changing here? Because obviously something's got to change. You mentioned the first quarter. Looked like they were getting good looks. Second quarter, different story. They're just not getting anything.
Well, it seemed that they kind of figured it out on the defensive end during that last possession, and Daniel Sears seemed to somewhat contain Eberly, which is what they needed, but they really need to get the offense going, because the offense is what's going to get them back in this game. Defense usually leads the offense, but you have to get those buckets to fall.
Yep. Wise words from Frank Russo. To win a basketball game, you must score points.
You heard it here first, folks.
I'm just messing with you, Frank. That was some good analysis there. Hempfield keeping the same lineup on the floor. Looks like it's going to be Bennett bringing it up. This unconventional lineup here. 3 guards, essentially, with Bennett, Hilton, and Axe. And Hagel, a smaller power forward, got good height, a little wiry frame, and the big man Sears down low. Hagel for 3. Can't connect. Nice rebound by Sears. That's just amazing timing there. And Hagel can't finish up and under. And it's, again, Eberly on the rebound. Elizabethtown just in transition again. Just dominating. My goodness. They've just been scoring at will in the paint tonight. It's hard to win a game when you're giving up looks in the paint like that. That's a three from Brandon Hagel. That's what Hempfield needed. Hagel. He's been a little streaky this year at times, started off the year very hot, and they need him to get that shooting form back real quick.
It's his first points of the night, if I'm correct, right, Ben?
I believe you are correct, Frank. At Hempfield now, look like they're trying to double team Eberly down low with Hagel and Sears, if possible.
Took him long enough.
Yep. And that's two forever. Again.
That was a good defensive play by Daniel Sears.
Eberly just too big, too strong for Sears. My goodness. Just nobody on Hempfield can defend him. He's just too strong. Remember, pre-game analysis provided by the Casey Kreider, basically saying, hey, Elijah Eberly, number 25, he's pretty darn good. My goodness, was that an understatement? And Sears is fouled there by Eberly, and we've mentioned free throw shooting earlier with Davon Edmond Green. Daniel Sears is 3 of 24 on the season at a whopping 13%. As far as players who have attempted a free throw this season, he currently sits in second worst on team, and there's his 4th made free throw of the season. He is now up to 16% from the stripe. 4 for 25 on the year. Can he get another one? No, he cannot. Again, Eberly just overpowering on the rebound. Elizabethtown trying to switch up their strategy a little bit, starting their drives a little further away. It's harder to get a true double on. You get some help defense coming, but when you're just that big, that strong, it gives you more room to work. Axe for 3, can't hit. Elizabethtown now with another chance. Could have ran that in transition, so I just slow it down a little bit. The Axe with the interception on that one. We're like David Almodovar out there. Oh, what a block. Oh, it was number 20, Luke Pearson, coming out of nowhere. Block Hagel. They call the foul, but either way, my goodness, what a play by Pearson.
I think it was a little bit of a foul. I think he got away with one there.
Well, he got called for the foul.
Hagel's pretty good at free throws.
Yes,
so you don't have
Hagel,
to worry about
11
it.
of 13 from the...
All right.
And you jinxed
My
it,
bad.
Frank. Thanks a lot.
I apologize sincerely.
Yep.
Just going to be quiet this time.
Yep. I know you're new to this, but you don't talk about guys who are... You don't talk about good numbers with shooting stats. It's called an announcer jinx.
I'm learning.
And there goes Hagel. It always seems to work like that. Whenever you talk about how well someone's doing, it goes the other way. But hey, that's the life of a sports commentator. And Jaden Alston now in the game for Hempfield. Connor Axe. I believe that might have been the first time Axe is sat this game thus far. He has been working his butt off thus far. Elizabethtown looking to hold for the last shot here. It's number 12, Ryan Parisi. Bennett almost with the steal there. No shot clock in high school basketball, so even though they got this ball back with 50 seconds, they can hold for the last shot. And Alston, nice steal, pass to Hilton. And Hilton had Bennett open there, couldn't quite get a window to get it to him though. So jump off. And Hilton playing aggressive there. He is looking fired up out there. Hempfield's going to get a chance here. 4.7 seconds to go. They need these points here. Hilton pump fake, shoots. Just a little bit short, and that is halftime. Elizabethtown goes into the half with a commanding 38-21 lead. Frank, any thoughts on what we saw in that first half?
I think they started to figure out how to deal with Eberly at the end of the half, but I'm not sure if they're going to come out after halftime with that same authority.
Wise words there from Frank. For my colleague Frank Russo and our producer Casey Kreider, I'm Ben Marinas, and we will see you at the start of the third quarter.
And welcome back to Elizabethtown and Hempfield. Hempfield's currently down by 17 points, and halftime's about to end.
Yep, we are back here for a second half of action. Hopefully this half goes a little better for the Knights, since quite frankly the first half was all E-Town, and it was especially big just down low, just so strong, so powerful down low. Elijah Everly just dominating the Knights down low. Hempfield just has no answer for him.
Elizabethtown starting with the ball in the beginning of the second half.
So Frank, if you're Hempfield, what defensive adjustments are you making here?
Well, it seems they've changed from playing man, which they were doing most of the first half, to starting to do a zone kind of trap sort of thing.
An unpopular call there by the ref. That ball definitely looked like it went out off of Elslager, but Hempfield gets possession.
I saw the Hempfield crowd clapping for that, so.
Yeah, Hempfield showing a different style early. They had Elslager and Sears and Hilton all down low, trying to stop Elijah Everly from just having his way with their defense. Hessinger, nice finish by the senior, Will Hessinger.
Took it right to the bucket, and he had finished his business.
Yep. That's a three there from number 20, Luke Pearson. Looked like Elslager, just a step late on that rotation, and misses from the elbow. It's been a rough night for Connor Elslager. Gotta hope he can turn this around. Pearson can't quite get it to go. Walk, unhappy about that call. That one definitely looked like it went off to Sears. But hey, I'm not the coach.
Or the referee.
Or anybody important. I'm just the idiot who says stuff.
I'm right there with you, Ben. I'm right there with you.
Yep. Number 24, Alex O'Shea couldn't get the three to go.
I believe Sears just got called for a foul.
And that is his third foul of the night. Remember, 5 and he is out of here. And it's been a constant struggle for him this season. It seems like nightly he has at least 4 fouls. I can remember at least 2 games that I've been at that he's fouled out. For a guy so physical down low, it really changes your style of play when you're up against that foul limit, because you don't want to foul out. But if your game is predicated on physicality, then it takes away an aspect of your game. Hessinger there, smart foul in transition.
And it's
Good job intercepting the pass. Once again, it's Elijah Everly.
yeah, and as you were talking, if Sears gets fouled out, then who's going to be against Everly? Because Sears is one of the biggest guys we have down there in the paint, who's barely containing Everly as is.
Thus far this season, it's been Davon Edmund Green who's filled in when Sears has been in foul trouble. But you saw in the second quarter, Edmund Green really has his hands full down low with Everly. Green, great offensively, great for big splash plays, hustle plays, but he's not nearly as strong of just a one-on-one low post defender as Daniel Sears is. Hessinger with the ball. The pass, Hilton sets the screen, gets it to Axe. Axe with a 2-point jumper, a rarity. As Sears' second chance points can't get him to go. Interesting statistic we don't have. I would like to know what percentage of Sears' points come off of offensive rebounds. It has to be at least half of them. He is just a monster on the glass. This moves there. Number 12, Ryan Parisi.
He was just toying with Elslager there.
Yep. I think Elizabethtown knows Elslager's on a bit of a bum ankle. He's a tough kid, but I can almost assure you it's still bugging him a little bit. Elslager knocks it away. Elizabethtown able to regroup. The ball back. As Pearson misses.
That was more than a miss.
That was a Casey Kreider-esque air ball, followed up by a Elijah Everly-esque easy 2-pointer down low. Hempfield's got to get something going here. It's Axe to Hilton. To Elslager. Slager for 3. Can't hit again. Down brings it up the court. And Elslager there with the foul.
We're going to try something new.
Edmund Green, Bennett, and Hagel. Out goes Sears, Elslager, and Hessinger. Another young lineup for Hempfield other than Axe. It's Axe, the only senior out there right now. It's that stranger 3-guard type player lineup with Hagel as more of a small ball 4. And Edmund Green not quite suited to handle Everly down low. Bennett gets out in transition fast off that rebound. He's double-teamed Hagel. Edmund Green. Nice 2 there. Nice pass by Hagel. Beautiful feed there to Davon Edmund Green.
That was one of the best offensive possessions I've seen this whole game from Hempfield.
Yeah, it's the best I've seen in a while, I can tell you that much. First open look the Knights have generated. And one. I'll give you one guess who scored that one, Frank.
Does his name happen to be Everly?
His name does happen to be Elijah Everly. And Davon Edmund Green called for the foul. Everly, I believe this is his second chance at a 3-point play tonight.
Something like that.
Yeah, he could have 7 of these for all I know. And he converts. And Hilton brings it up court. To Bennett, to Axe, back to Bennett. And to Hagel. They're trying to free up Axe, it looks like. Offense running through Bennett right now, sort of the de facto point guard. Hagel with the ball up out of the perimeter, gets it back to Bennett. Hempfield just can't quite find an opening. They just keep resetting it back to Bennett. 30 feet away from the basket. They just can't get any sort of penetration right now. Hilton to Edmund Green. To Axe, out to Bennett. Bennett shoots it and can't connect. Hilton comes up with it. Axe into Bennett. Little high there. Great save by Bennett, not letting it go out of bounds. Another and one opportunity for that was number 12, Ryan Parisi.
Elizabethtown seems to be succeeding at
Everything.
most of every category there.
Yeah, it is.
Again, the
Just
line.
it's an all-around dominant performance tonight.
Number 32, Overball.
In for Hempfield, Overball, and the freshman, Miguel Pena. And a chant from the Elizabethtown student section, it's too easy. You hate to condone such vulgarity, but they have a point.
And you have Elijah Everly, it must be pretty easy.
Yeah, he is just dominating tonight. And Pena, loyal viewers may remember him from the holiday tournament. He absolutely exploded onto the scene against Lower Marion. He's been pretty quiet since then, but he's another one of those guys who's got a convincing three-point shooting stroke. Hit 5 triples in his debut. Edmund Green now at the line. He hit his first free throw of the season earlier tonight. Can he give that make a friend?
Here's the announcer jinx right there, Ben.
Yeah, be quiet, Frank. Misses. I guess it was the announcer jinx on that one. I apologize to Davon Edmund Green for that one. Sorry, buddy.
I'm not sure if that was all you, Ben.
You never know. I mentioned young lineups earlier. Hempfield, not a single senior on the floor right now. Kicked ball violation. Looks like went off Edmund Green's foot. Out to Pearson. Pearson, just an absolute sharpshooter for the Bears.
And Bennett just took it the whole way down the court there and just drove it in, doing it all by himself.
Yep. Hey, took the opening he was given. It's a lot easier to score in transition. Hempfield's had no success once E-Town can get their defense set. So, nice swat by Davon Edmund Green, his second block of the night. Hagel couldn't quite save it from going out of bounds, but my goodness, what an athletic play. And a little short on that three was number 14. That was Brody Beach.
Number 32, Cole Overball, the foul for Hempfield.
Elizabethtown just taking their time. At this point, they can bleed clock. They're going to win this game up 27. And off the mark for Pearson. Looked like he could have had a shot there if that pass would have been a little long running. Pena with the steal. Nice pass to Bennett. Couldn't quite finish there. Good defense play by Gavin Gilhole. Got to assume the brother of Pat Gilhole.
Each on time, number 14, Brody Beach.
And Bennett goes to the line to shoot 2. Before we can do that, Elizabethtown calls timeout.
Ben, do you think they took that timeout to put Elijah Everly back in?
I mean, you could have done it after the first free throw. This isn't about substitutions. I think this is more about Elizabethtown's coaches putting a foot up their players' butts and saying, hey, I know we're up big. That doesn't mean you can get lackadaisical. Hempfield's gotten to the basket a few times the last few possessions. I think maybe the defensive effort lacking a bit for the Bears, and you just got to get them focused again.
And Hempfield's mainly been doing it through Sam Bennett. They've just been getting the ball to him, and he's been driving it, and he's been trying to get up there, and he's been getting there.
Bennett, one of the players who is just a premier athlete, multi-sport player, absolute stud in soccer. was a bit of an unknown, didn't really play much at the beginning of the season. Injuries gave him the opportunity, and my goodness, he seized his opportunity. He's played very, very well when called upon for the Knights. And coming out of the timeout, it will be the man himself, Sam Bennett, with 2 from the line.
Hempfield. It's kind of loud. All right. If I did my math correctly, Ben, Hempfield's currently down by 27. So these 2 points are very crucial.
That would be correct. Sam Bennett shooting 21 of 29 from the stripe this season. Take that 22 of 30. Coming into the game, he was 3rd on the team in free throw percentage behind Brendan Hagel and the Huey Pole. 6 for 6 on these. Nice rebound by Edmund Green, gets his man jumping, and now Edmund Green will go to the foul line.
Hempfield can start to get points from the foul line. That'll be a very big change in the game and the pace that we've been having this whole game.
But if this attempt at the line goes the way a lot of us have, might not happen. Now Edmund Green 1 for 12 on the season from the line. Came into this game 0 for 8. Amongst players who have actually attempted a free throw. Lowest free throw percentage on the team. And he misses both. Edmund Green, just a junior. Got to think that's going to be a big point for him to focus on in the offseason. He's got he does a lot of things very well. It's just the little refinements to his game that he needs to make to really become a complete and utter monster out there.
I agree with you 100%, Ben.
I talked to Austin Groff, former high school basketball player for Hempfield, earlier this year, and he said how far Edmund Green had come since he had seen him last season is just incredible. Just the word he kept saying, how much more mature Edmund Green is as a player. And if he can make a similar leap between his junior and senior season,
there he
another
is.
block, my goodness. It's impossible to watch these games and not get excited about something Edmund Green's doing. He is just freakishly athletic. He'll pass it around Bennett into Edmund Green. Takes a pass. That ill-advised shot there, double team. Looks like Elizabethtown has his move scouted a little bit now. It's always fake, go for Edmund Green. You got to switch up that cadence a little bit.
They also started double teaming him, so
yeah, that's it. Yeah, Green's got to be able to feel where that double team's coming from and know where his shooters are. Get that ball out for an open 3.
We're approaching the end of the 3rd quarter, so Elizabethtown's dialed down the pace, kind of holding on to the ball.
Ooh, what a block by Edmund Green. Shutting down Elijah Everly. I mean, it's about time somebody slowed down Everly. A little too late at this point, probably. Still an impressive play by Edmund Green. Hempfield now with 7/10 of a second to play. Probably not going to see any points here, but hey, you never know. They have enough time to catch and shoot by NBA rules. Ball almost puts that one in. If that would have gone in, my goodness.
That would have been a Dwayne Wade sort of shot right there.
That would have been something special. And now here at the end of the 3rd quarter, the Bears are up 56-30. Frank, is there anything Hempfield do to at least make this score a little more respectable?
Well, they started to get something happening when they put number 34 in.
Davon Edmund Green.
Yeah, he started to get ready on the defensive side. I think if he can get his offense to keep going and maybe hit some of those free throws, it might be a closer score at the end, but it's not looking good right now for Hempfield.
Well, Hempfield maybe just playing for pride at this point. Coming down the stretch, this is their only 2 games left after this one. Hempfield will not be advancing on to the 2nd season. Maybe time to get your seniors in there. They've been with the team a while. Walks, he's an old school coach, does right by his seniors. And I cannot wait for a potential Dylan Mellingworth appearance tonight.
Ben, do you think it's more important to get the young players and give them the experience to start playing and get like experience in here, or do you think it's better to kind of honor the seniors and give them some playing time to finish out the season?
You know, logically, it would be to get the young guys some run, get them game experience, but you have to do right by your seniors. It's that simple. I mean, coming from a senior who's played a lot of sports, it's just, there's something to be said for seniority and sticking with a group for a long time. That hard work eventually, it doesn't always have to pay off a ton, but it's just getting in the blowouts means a lot to some of these kids who don't play as many minutes. Call me old school, but doing right by your seniors is one of the best things the program can do.
And Mr. Walk is for sure old school, so.
Yep. If he runs an offense straight out of the Red Auerbach textbook, those great Bill Russell-led Celtics teams ran a similar offense to what Hempfield's running now, except without that newfangled thing called the three-point line. A loud transfer. Overball with the steal. They were chanting airball. He thought they were chanting overball. And Bennett now can't get it to go. Hempfield had a couple chances there. Couldn't get any of them to fall.
There's a lot of people under the basket there, Ben. They're all jumping and then end up with the jump ball with the possession arrow going to Elizabethtown.
Elijah Eberly, shocker, comes down with that rebound. Pearson has been lethal shooting those corner threes tonight. Edmund Green had to be aggressive with that closeout. It gave Pearson some room to work. I'm chanting airball at Miguel Pena, the freshman. For a young guy, it's really tough for that to not get in your head a little bit.
They're not even guarding him at the three-point line. That's how much they're just yelling at him.
Yeah, these student sections, man, they are ruthless. If you're Pena out there as a freshman, how do you block out that noise?
Honestly, I would just stay focused with the game, stay focused with the play and what's going on. It doesn't need to be your shot. You don't have anything to prove. You just got to work to play the game that you guys are trying to play.
Spoken like a true wise senior there, Frank. You make a great point, though. It's a skill learning to ignore the crowd saying things about you. What a rebound by Edmund Green. My goodness.
There's 4 other Elizabethtown players under the basket there.
I know Hempfield's losing big, but my goodness, Edmund Green is fun to watch.
What
a steal by Sam Bennett. Oh, my goodness.
Sam Bennett was playing with them in the backcourt to try and get the ball, and then he came running in and got the steal.
Tony Parker would be proud of that one. Oh my goodness. And Green again fakes the pass, tries to get a bit of an open look. Can't quite get it. Overball smothered down low. See Elijah Eberly just holding the arms up, looking like Roy Hibbert out there. It's all about verticality.
It seems as though every time a Hempfield player gets the ball into the basket, they don't really think about passing it. They just take it up immediately after doing a faker or two.
Yep, you are very right about that one. These are overballs. First free throw attempts of the season, I believe.
And he missed.
Thank you, Frank. Hempfield struggles from the stripe continue.
Another rebound.
Okay, Javon Edmund Green no longer last on the team in free throw percentage. The honor now belongs to Cole Overball. Speaking of Edmund Green and free throws, he's going back to the line for 2 more. See if he can put a few more down here. He's broken the curse earlier tonight. Misses again. Pat Gilhol's subbing in for Elizabethtown now.
Ben,
5:48 to play.
Can you imagine if Edmund Green next year figured out the free throw line?
Oh my goodness. If he can just sharpen up his defensive tools a little bit in the half court instead of in transition and can hit like 70-ish% of his free throws, he is going to be competing for first team all league next year. This kid is special.
I think even 60% would be pretty good.
Yeah. If he can hit Andre Drummond levels, he'll be good.
I was thinking DeAndre. Oh my
Swat by
gosh.
Edmund Green. That's 5 tonight for the big man.
I was thinking sort of DeAndre Jordan kind of free throw. Get that progression, just like him.
DeAndre Jordan like SWAT down there.
That's for sure.
So exciting to watch.
There's Elijah Everly. He's been kind of quiet in the second half.
Yeah. He's spent a lot of time on the bench. Haven't really needed to run the offense through him. It makes sense. You want a star player Everly. Why risk an injury or any sort of bad intentions from Hempfield by running him up, running up the score, just get him out of harm's way. Or, you know, just let him keep going. This is first. And hits the second. Bennett bringing it up the court. Catches to Brandon Hagel. To Overball. Davon Edmund Green from the elbow hits it. Not the prettiest looking jump shot, but it went in.
Edmund Green trying going for the steal.
Nice rotation there by Overball to get in the paint, disrupt that shot. Edmund Green went for the big play. Overball puts it in.
Hempfield seems to starting to fire it out, so I think Elizabethtown's trying to slow down the pace.
Yep. Edmund Green again going up. I like that.
You see the height he got on that jump?
He is some kind of athlete. My goodness. I hope my brothers can get that kid to play football next year because he would be a beast. That is athleticism that translates to whatever you're doing. Bennett for three. Can't hit. Woo, behind the back. Looks like they're going to call a foul there on Edmund. What a move there by Ryan Parisi behind the back.
What a move. That was impressive.
Looks like Elizabethtown calling off the dogs here. Getting ready to sub in a lot of their bench players. Hempfield will not be doing the same, it looks like. Yet, at least.
I got 70 points Elijah Everly has. I'll be right back.
Frank will be back in a minute. Until then, Parisi lines up his second free throw. Makes it.
I don't know. They took him out. It's not on the board anymore.
Astute observation. We don't know how many points he has, but my goodness, it's a lot. Then it gets to Hagel from Edmund Green. To Overball, gets under, and that's two for Overball. Cole Overball is looking pretty good so far today. He's had very inconsistent runs, especially as of late, but he's put in some quality minutes tonight.
Him and Edmund Green seem to be working well together.
Yeah, they play off each other pretty well, where they don't have to guard Elijah Everly. And Hagel with the steal. Gets it to Pena. And no air ball on that one. Pena puts it down.
High off the glass.
And it looks like Hempfield getting ready for substitution. And one of the people I see getting ready to sub in, Alex Wilkinson, returning from a sprained ankle. Josh Potter, we heard the student section earlier chanting, "We want Johnny." My goodness. A standing ovation for that three-pointer.
He drilled that shot.
That was, whew. You hear the Josh chant going. And according to the stats from LMP, Josh Pottinger, that is his third three-pointer of the season.
Third time's always the charm.
Yep. Averaging 3/4 of a point per game is Pottinger. And here we pull with the ball. Alex Wilkinson, great to see him back from injury. Jaden Alston takes a shot. Can't get it to fall. Elizabethtown bringing it up the court. And Wilkinson looks to be, he looks very aware of that ankle injury, let's say. You can see the tape on the right ankle. It's just not, looks like he's still favoring it a little bit.
It's a very interesting lineup that Hempfield has going right now.
Yep, this is not any bigs on this line before right now. Over to D-Mel. D-Mel for three. Oh, can't get it to go.
Oh, we got the offensive rebound.
Pena gets the rebound.
Huey's wide open.
Huey Pole, the other white Mamba. Floater, can't get it to go. Pole almost had the steal there. Mellinger looking to pick up the scraps.
You can almost see the frustration in Hempfield players' eyes every time they go up to the basket, and they're just having so much unfinished business tonight.
At this point, the air ball chance are a little played out. I mean, you're up by 29. Wilkinson can't hit. Elizabethtown brings up the floor again. For three.
It's a block. Gotta get those rebounds, though. Offensive rebounds will kill you.
Yeah. Elizabethtown's out. Dylan Mellinger. No, Mellinger can't get it to go. No! Dylan Mellinger, what a spin move. Oh, just couldn't quite get it down. Now, even though this game hasn't gone Hempfield's way, it'll all be worth it when Dylan Mellinger hits a three, hits a shot.
He only has 1:14 left to do
That's
so.
plenty of time for D-Mel to work.
I'm rooting for Huey Pole. Just putting it out there. I think
Huey Pole, Dylan Mellinger mentioned earlier, doing right by your seniors. Two guys who have stuck with the team, been loyal, haven't played a ton this season, but this is the time to get them in, get them some time. Just a thank you for all they've done over their years in the program.
I also think that the seniors are a huge influence on the younger players and teaching them the ways of the game.
Yep, that is very true. Mellinger with the ball in the corner. Gets to Wilkinson, to Alston, to Pole. And that one way short.
And there go the air ball chance.
Great defense there by Gavin Gilhool. Got in Huey Pole's face. Pole had to put it way higher than he's normally used to. Just had to Gavin Gilhool just overpowering down low. By far the tallest player on the floor right now. Huey Pole, make that air ball get into his head. That's the look he normally takes. Mellinger for three. That's it! Dylan Mellinger! It's a three!
You hear that,
This is the highlight of the season. Dylan Mellinger hits the three. Oh my goodness. It's worth it.
I'm sorry, I had to interject there.
Casey Kreider getting a little excited. He hadn't. You've been talking once Dylan Mellinger hit that three, we were going to lose it.
I think we lost
He's
it.
going to love seeing this on YouTube.
Yep. Elizabethtown looks just be running the clock out here. So the lasting image of this game. Oh, Hempfield gets the ball back, playing some defense.
There's 10.9 left on the clock.
Another chance for Dylan Mellinger to put one in.
Alex Wilkinson on the drive.
It looks like they called a foul there. It looks like it'll be Wilkinson going to the line. With 2 seconds to play.
Elizabethtown has 73 points, while Hempfield is currently resting at 41.
You know, Frank, I'd never say never, but I think Hempfield can come back here.
All right, then. So let's just talk about how Elizabethtown dominated the entire game because Elijah Eberly down in the paint down there.
And I'd be remiss to mention Wilkinson now 3 of 6 on the season from the free throw line, 50%. Actually puts him as one of the better free throw shooters on the team. And I jinxed it. Sorry, Alex.
Oh, D-Mel with a little push there at the end.
And trying to keep things from getting heated there. Gavin Gilhool did not take kindly to Dylan Mellinger.
You could see
Luckily,
Mr.
nothing
Walk.
was thrown here.
Mr. Walk said, come on, man, I saw it.
Yeah, you don't want to see a fight from a lopsided game like this. Not a pretty one for the Knights. Elizabethtown bears a dominant win, 73 to 42. Elijah Eberly just unstoppable down low for Elizabethtown. Frank, any final thoughts on tonight's game?
I really think this shows kind of the future for Hempfield and what they have that they're coming. Edmund Green and what was the other guy's name?
Whole overball.
Yeah, whole overall. Yeah, they work together really well down there in the paint, and I think that's something they can build upon for years to come.
Very optimistic look there. Hempfield, they don't have it right now. This is a rebuilding year marred by injuries. Not going to end the way they hoped it would. A lot of the seniors not getting the wins they thought they would, but the important thing is Dylan Mellinger with the 3 at the end of the game. For my colleague Frank Russo, my producer Casey Kreider, I'm Ben Marinas saying good night from Elizabethtown High School.